you can relax. Colleen and Erik have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones, so you can relax. That's the name of our podcast.
Hello, welcome to Relax the Podcast.
Hi.
I'm Colleen Ballinger.
That is you,
and
isn't it?
You are...
Are you?
Are you? You are Erik Stockland.
Am I?
You are.
Yes.
Hi, everyone. We've got a fun episode for you guys today. We are excited to hang out and chat and have a ball, although we just had a total disaster happen right before we started recording.
What was that?
Erik spilled his entire drink all over the carpet.
I kicked it over.
He kicked it over.
Because I had to go adjust the light. Mm-hmm. Even though I told you before it's easier for you to get up. Mm-hmm. You said, no, it isn't. Mm-hmm. Imagine if you had just gotten up and done it. Then I wouldn't have kicked it over.
I know. Imagine if I had just done it. It's all my fault.
I want to start dumb today.
You want to start dumb?
Can we start dumb? Can we start silly?
What does that mean? Sure.
But before
are you okay though? I'm just saying, like, we just had this tragic moment. Like,
yeah, I'm okay.
You okay?
Yeah. Did I not seem okay?
No, you did. Okay, what were you going to say?
Here, hold my tiny microphone, please.
Easy. Oh yeah, sorry. I forgot to mention that. Obviously, if you're watching this week, you can see that we still have not fixed our microphones. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Erik just pulled out a bunch of donuts.
So before we started, I had to run to 7-Eleven. And then I saw that they had Hostess donuts. Mm-hmm. And then they had 7-Eleven brand donuts. Mm-hmm. And I wondered if you could tell the difference. And I wanted to start the show
interesting.
that way.
Oh, I will definitely be able to tell the difference.
Don't look at them shaming the 7-Eleven brand.
I'm not shaming anything, but I don't think I might not be able to tell the difference between a Hostess donut and a powdered and the name, whatever. What brand is this? Oh, it is literally a 7-Eleven brand.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'll be able to tell the difference between the chocolate ones, but I bet you I'll be able to tell the difference between the powdered sugar ones because those are my jam.
Because you like a donut.
I like a powdered sugar donut.
Not chocolate?
I like the chocolate ones if they've been refrigerated sometimes. Here's the deal. Milk chocolate in America is garbage.
Okay.
And the milk chocolate they put on the donuts, it's just, I don't know. It's just like if you're from...
Hostess?
Any milk chocolate in
Hostess?
America is pretty disgusting.
Okay.
If you live in another country, I'm so jealous of your milk chocolate. And if you've ever come to America and tried our milk chocolate, you'd be like, what is this wax? And I'm sorry, if you are in America and you think I'm totally insane, maybe I am. But once you've gone to the other side and tasted what milk chocolate's actually supposed to taste like, you're like, oh no.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I just figured you would maybe be able to know this because I feel like children in church basements are raised on these. I mean, at least when I was a kid.
Time. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When it was finally done, you got to have the donuts.
You know what donuts make me think of? Powdered sugar donuts.
Go for it, please.
They make me think of road trips and vacations.
Yeah. Why else would you eat them?
I never get them unless it's like in those scenarios. You know what I mean?
Because you're forced to eat at a gas station.
No, because like you're not forced to. Like that's just like
you
what we would get. Like
Survival.
my mom is incredible. But something she does that she's passed down to me is if she goes to any hotel for 1 night, 6 nights, 4 months, an hour.
She grocery shops
She has
at
to
a
grocery
gas station?
shop at a gas station, a Target, wherever. And this is, I feel like, one of those things that we always end up having.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, what else is
I'm
there
going to
really?
close my eyes, I guess, and you'll...
Jerky? Are you going to have jerky?
My dad's a jerky guy. I feel like there's a lot of jerky people in the world. I'm not a jerky lady because...
Me neither.
It gets stuck in your teeth. Not worth it.
I don't think it's a teeth thing.
What do you mean it's not a teeth thing?
I don't think like an avoidance of jerky is like a teeth thing. I don't think it gets stuck in your teeth.
It always gets stuck in my teeth. I can't eat jerky because
that
of
it is
that
what
reason.
it is.
Well, anyway, we're gonna taste. I guess we're not even gonna tell you what needs to relax this week. We're just tasting.
No,
donuts.
we'll get to it. I just wanted to start.
Yeah, I'm happy about it. I'm stoked on this.
Which one do you want to do first?
No,
Chocolate
no.
or
This,
powder?
Oh, you're not gonna tell me.
Okay.
I thought this was like a test. I was like ready for a challenge.
Well, powder or chocolate, like you'll obviously be able to tell the difference.
Yes, yeah, obviously. Okay, so
you're a powder girl, so we'll start with chocolate. Okay,
I'll start with chocolate. And okay.
Here, hold my microphone.
Okay, so Erik's gonna open up the chocolate. Don't tell me which one you're feeding me first. Obviously, I have to guess, right? Is that the whole point?
Yeah, that's the premise.
Okay, I was just making sure that I understood. So my eyes are closed, and I'm not gonna cheat on this one because, like, I want to prove that I know.
They're already closed. No one even told you to close your eyes. They're already closed.
Yeah, my eyes are definitely already closed. Okay, so I'm waiting. Are you? So you're taking.
Open your mouth.
Okay, so wait. Okay, I'm stressed. Okay. Okay. All right, so that was donut number 1.
Yes.
Okay. I already have thoughts.
Should I mix them up with the powdered?
No.
Okay, so stick with chocolate?
Yeah.
You're still holding my microphone. Mm-hmm.
I already have thoughts on
I
this.
don't have a palate cleanser for you, sorry.
I have water in here.
Do you want to do that?
Oh, yeah, let me get my water.
Do you want to describe what you're eating?
I want to taste the next one. I want to
Okay.
taste the next one. Okay. Hurry up. Interesting.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to be my guess. I'm going to guess the first one was Hostess, the second was 7-Eleven.
But?
Was I wrong?
You want me to say already?
No, but. That's my guess. What do you mean, but?
Well, I don't know if you want to elaborate more on the subject.
The first one, I could be wrong. Like I said, this is not my bread and butter, the chocolate ones. But the first one felt familiar. The first one felt like, yes, I've eaten this many a Sunday morning.
Yes.
The second one also felt like a thinner donut. Like it felt like the cake part was thinner than the first one. And I know from my experience.
In a good way?
Not in a good way.
It wasn't better.
No, like the donut itself was too thin. There was like not as much there. I wanted more.
Density?
So,
we're talking density?
not density, like the size. The size of the actual donut felt smaller to me. Okay, so anyway, what was I wrong? All right.
You were right.
I knew it.
Did one taste better?
The first one.
Yeah.
The second one is left like a film in my mouth. They're very similar. It was a pretty close comparison.
Like you wouldn't be able to tell.
I could tell.
I mean, I guess you could tell.
I did just tell.
But I mean, you wouldn't be able to.
I literally just did.
Well, I was going to propose a scenario where you wouldn't be able to tell.
I could tell. And here's the deal. And I'm telling you right now. Okay, look how much thinner the knockoff one is smaller and thinner than the Hostess ones.
Yeah, let's look at
Tell
them.
me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
They look, I mean.
No,
it's
I'm
a little
correct.
bit.
I am so correct.
It looks a little
Look how much
bit
different the
thinner.
chocolate looks too. It's a darker chocolate on the Hostess than on the name brand.
A little bit. Well,
and it's like
maybe the lighting is different from where you're looking.
no, they're different colors. They're fully different colors.
The front. Now look at the back.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, the Hostess one was way better. I could tell the difference. Now I want you to. I'm going to do this to you.
Do you want to do it to me?
Of course, I want to do it to you. But now I just gave you so many hints.
I think I put them back in the right
I feel like I
package.
just gave you so many hints. Let's do the powdered ones for me first, and then we'll do the chocolate ones.
I don't trust that I put them back in the right package, so
Okay.
these two are gone.
I'd be able to tell from looking at them. But we're going to put these aside. We'll do you after. Let's do the powdered ones, because I just gave you so many hints. So now I feel like I described it so well, you're going to be able to tell
Give me hints.
the
You're
difference.
just talking about donuts that
No, I
you've
said
taken
I said the
bites of.
sizes. I said I said too many things. I didn't know that we were doing YouTube.
All right, okay. So size matters.
I'm not saying anything else now because
No,
I don't want to ruin it
if
for
I'm
you.
giving you bites of donuts, I don't want you to be able to tell the size of the donut, because you're saying that matters.
No, I'm just saying that I could tell the second one was thinner than the first one.
Exactly, and that's how you knew it was the fake.
No, I knew it was. I knew
It
the
was
first
part
one.
of the reason. It was the second.
Love. The second I bit into that chocolate donut, the first one, I knew it was Hostess. The second my mouth touched it, I knew.
And that's not even your bread and butter.
Well, now I'm like
As you
talking it
say.
up too much because now I feel like I'm not going to know the difference between the two powders. Okay, here we go. We're doing powders, and I'm going to keep my eyes closed.
Okay, so now I want you to take a bite, but I don't want you to know the thickness. So
Okay.
I think you have to take like a little.
Oh my gosh!
Little-
I'm taking
like
a
a
normal
nib.
human bite, and it
No,
doesn't.
because then it's gonna give it away. Because I'm looking at them now.
Okay, don't say anything else. Don't say anything else. Don't give me any hints.
So keep your teeth close together. Now a little bite. Look closer together. Look
I
closer.
have no concept of my teeth. What?
Really?
Like,
You don't know the
I feel like my mouth's not even open.
A little smaller.
What? There's nothing to fit in my mouth.
Just
give me-
figure it out. No. Okay.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
What are your thoughts?
This is so easy. Okay. Give me the next one. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
You,
Okay.
what
Are we good?
What are you thinking?
The
Yeah.
first one was disgusting.
Really?
Horrible.
Really?
Am I wrong? The second one was the Hostess, right?
You're correct.
Yeah. The first one was foul. Tastes like
Why?
poison.
Just bad?
Tastes like poison.
Yeah.
Tastes like
it's made of-
chemicals.
it's technically made of poison.
It's true, but like the Hostess ones is poison chemicals that I'm familiar with. And so it's like nostalgic poison, whereas the other one's like new poison.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do it to you.
Wait, did you like the second one?
Of course I did. It's a
Yeah.
Hostess powdered donut. Okay, I'm gonna do it to you now. Okay.
Well, I'm not as confident.
Well, that's okay. It doesn't matter. I think you'll be able to tell.
I don't have as sophisticated a palate for fast foods as you do.
Okay, hold on. You have to keep your eyes closed is the deal.
Oh, okay.
You can't be watching because then you'll know which one is which.
It was just so interesting what was happening. You were dropping powdered donuts all over the couch.
Okay, open your mouth. Open your mouth. Okay. That's your first one. Now let me know when you're ready for the next one.
It's been a while. Mm-hmm. My eyes are open.
You need to be having them closed. Okay. I don't know why you're cheating like this. It's insane.
Donut. They all look the same.
Open. Come on.
I haven't finished the bite.
Oh, jeez. How long does it take?
Now I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. What do you think, mister?
Are you trying to trick me? You're doing two of the same?
Are you serious? No, I'm not tricking you. You took one of each. You can't tell the difference?
Really? No, because I was thinking about the size.
No, you're supposed to be focusing on flavor here. That one was easy for me.
I think Hostess first and 7-Eleven second.
Oh, come on, love.
I was wrong?
You're very wrong. There's a distinct difference in flavor.
Guys, the 7-Eleven ones are good.
No, they're not. They taste like you know what they taste like the 7-Eleven ones.
Really?
Yeah, the 7-Eleven ones.
For real?
Yeah, they taste like the fake sugar to me. Like Splenda sugar.
That tastes good.
That one's the Hostess is way better. Times a billion.
No.
What? Oh my gosh. Well, good. That actually
better.
works out for us in our relationship because that means I get to have the good ones. All right, we're going to do the chocolate ones. Sorry if this is not interesting to anyone, but this is fascinating to me. I could watch this and do this all day long. All right, we're going to do...
Well, I knew you would like it. That's why
Oh, yeah. This is my favoriteest thing ever. Okay, keep your eyes closed.
They're closed.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Here comes contestant number 1. Open up, child. Okay, there was contestant number 1. He's just had a nice little nibble. He's enjoying it. He's letting it marinate in his mouth a bit, tasting it, experiencing it. Now we're going to go for the next.
Okay.
Open. Open up.
That's
open
so
up.
weird.
What a horrible thing to podcast. Just me saying open up and like just sounds of like chewing. Okay. What are your thoughts? Who's who?
Hostess first that time.
Absolutely not. You are terrible at this.
Really?
Really?
Are you kidding me?
Tell?
Yo,
What?
the 7-Eleven one is better again.
It is not. The Hostess one is got a thicker chocolate.
But it tasted fresher. It tasted like fresher to me.
You're incorrect.
Am I wrong?
I mean, no, you can. Your taste buds are allowed to be whatever they want to be.
I got them both wrong?
You got them both wrong.
They also tasted exactly the same, all of them. I was just judging
definitely not. They did not taste it. I could do this with any fast food or garbage like candy. I could do this all day and I would win. You could put French fries in my mouth. I'd know where they're from.
What?
You could do it with anything. I would know.
I believe you. I believe that you
I'm
would
like,
win.
and I'm especially good with like knockoff brand versus name brand. Like it's my bread and butter.
We should do this, yeah, again, but there was not a lot of options.
No one wants us to do this again, except for me. But I do want to say thanks to our first sponsor before we go into the
I
next
have
thing.
donut stuff all over me.
Well, lucky you. That was really fun. Thanks for getting those, love.
Yeah. And tasty, too.
So tasty.
Because as parents, we didn't eat dinner.
Oh, we didn't, huh?
We didn't discuss dinner.
We did not eat dinner.
Didn't eat it.
Okay, that's not good. Well, let's say thanks to our first sponsor, which is
Is
Base.
it dinner?
No, it's Base, which I love, guys. Okay, here's the deal. You want to know a little fun fact about me?
Yes.
I tour. I don't know if you know this, love, but I go on tour sometimes.
Uh-huh.
And I've toured for well over a decade, and I have show suitcases that we put all my props in, all my stuff in. And I bought some really nice ones a few years ago. They started falling apart, and so it's time to get new ones. And so I just received new Base luggage suitcases. I bought them myself using our code for 15%
That's how
off.
much you love them.
That's how much I like them.
Did you use our code?
I did. I used our code to get 15% off. But let me tell you about this luggage and why I splurged and bought 4 huge suitcases from
I'll
this
eat
company.
one of these donuts while you tell me.
So you guys, Base suitcases are just fabulous. All right. They're created by actress Shay Mitchell to make sleek and affordable bags, luggage, and accessories designed to help you travel effortlessly while still looking fashionable. Base has thought of everything you could ever want in a piece of luggage: 360-degree gliding wheels, cushioned handle, built-in weight indicator, which is very useful for me, washable bags for your dirty clothes, and all the interior pockets you need to keep organized. Their luggage comes in multiple sizes and colors, and for shorter trips, the weekender bag is super functional and even has a place to store your shoes separately. Every piece is made to look better with miles, so you don't have to worry about it in cargo or overhead. And Béis has over 30,000 five-star reviews. Whether you're packing for a quick trip or looking to breeze through the security line, Béis has your personal items covered. So yeah, I really do genuinely love the Béis suitcases. Before they sponsored us, I had already bought a little carry-on suitcase from them, and I loved it. And then they sponsored our podcast. We were stoked on that. And now that my show suitcases started breaking apart, I bought more.
It's like
That's how much I love them.
our whole garage.
It's just Béis suitcases that I've bought. But you guys, if you want to get the same deal that I got, which is 15% off, right now, Béis is offering our listeners 15% off your first purchase by visiting beistravel.com/relax. Go to beistravel.com/relax for 15% off your first purchase. That's BEIS travel.com/relax. All right, can I tell you who needs to relax now?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so this week who needs to relax is someone who's needed to relax before on our podcast. But this person has revisited into our lives and once again needs to relax.
Okay.
It is an urgent care doctor.
That same guy.
Same guy. So a long time
medical
ago,
professional.
a very long time ago, we talked about on the podcast how we took our kids who had a cold to the urgent care. Mm-hmm. And there was this urgent care doctor who told us, he advised that we take our babies to the hospital. They ended up being fine, but they were just kind of wheezing a little bit with their lungs, and they wanted to make sure it wasn't going into their lungs. It wasn't. They were fine. But we did, of course, take them to the hospital and double check. Anyway, when we told this story way back in the day, we let y'all know that this urgent care doctor chased us into the parking lot to let us know how, that he was
shocked by how well we were taking this horrible news
that we needed to take
which
our
then
baby to the
freaked
hospital.
It
freaked us out. So he just kept saying, I mean, I'm not going to retell the whole story, but basically the whole visit, he was like, oh, this is so bad. And oh, it could be this. It could be this. And you guys are going to have to I'm so sorry. You have to take your baby to the hospital right now. And so we were trying to stay calm, of course, for our children and for our own sanity. But he just kept pushing how stressed we should be and kept pushing how urgent this was. Till finally he chased us into the parking lot and told us once again that this was so serious, and he couldn't believe how calm we were, which then led me to start sobbing because I was like,
yeah,
he really was acting as though like it was worst case scenario for our kid. Like we should expect the worst.
I don't watch Grey's Anatomy, but I feel like he'd be a bad guy guest star on Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, it was wild. He's very sweet though.
Yeah, but like the storyline would be like, you're not it.
I just feel like,
don't do that.
Yeah, I just feel like he does what doctors probably are advised not to do, which is like freak out your patients, like as tell them it could be the worst thing possible, Mm-hmm. So anyway, our whole family got a little sick a while ago, and then I was having this lingering sore throat that just has not gone away. And it started to be a little bit of a concern because it was every time I swallow these days, it's like a swallow water, a swallow food.
Donuts.
It's extremely painful. And it was even going up into the pain was going up into my ears. And I was like, this is weird. I'm not sick anymore. I have no symptoms. It's just a painful swallow that won't go away. And everyone was telling me, just go get it checked out. You might as well go see if it's like strep or something. And I was like, it doesn't feel like that, but okay, fine, whatever. Just for peace of mind to make sure it's not something crazy. So I went to the urgent care to just checked, and it was fine. There's nothing. The doctor was like, there's literally nothing. You're totally fine. It's just a painful sore throat, probably leftovers from whatever you had. So all is well. However, I got the same doctor that we had that day who rushed into the parking lot. And he said, hello. And I said, hi. And he said, oh, I remember you. You have the twins. And I was like, yeah. And he said, I think about you and your husband all the time.
Well, we talk about him on our podcast, so it's nice that he thinks of us.
And he said,
you should say that. You should have said that to him.
Well, I
talk
didn't
about
say
you
that.
on my podcast.
No, I was like, oh, really? He goes, I just cannot believe how calm you two were after getting such horrible news. And I was like, oh, yeah. I mean, everything turned out okay. The babies are fine, and it was just a cold.
So intense.
But he couldn't drop it, guys. He was like, oh, man, that was just, I couldn't believe. Most people who'd get that news would fall apart. And you guys just seemed fine with it. And I was like, no, I mean, we were freaking out on the inside, and I definitely cried when we got in the car. And our babies were fine. Everything ended up being fine.
You said that?
Yeah. And he was like, oh man, he just wouldn't drop it. And I was like, I can't believe it's like over half a year later. I don't know how much longer it is since that happened. It's been a very long time since that happened. Maybe a year almost.
No, it was the summer, so it's been like 6 months.
Anyway, it's he brought it up. He sees so many people every day, and he remembered that. And then I was like, okay, that must have had such an impact on him that day. But then I realized, no, this man is just like this, because then he goes, okay, I'm going to give you, because it is inflamed in there. It's not like strep throat or anything, but it does look pretty swollen. He suggested I have a little tiny shot of a steroid that would help with inflammation. And he said, it's one that you drink it here. I'm not prescribing you anything. You just like take a sip of this thing here.
They just give you a shot there?
Yeah, like a little shot of a steroid, like drink.
Just right there?
Just right there. And I was like, okay, if you think that will help. He's like, yeah, it'll just help for today. It's not going to like solve whatever the issue is, but it should help with the swelling. And I was like, okay. So then he says, I have to warn you, it tastes terrible. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And he was like, no, like, it's really bad.
What?
And I was like,
I feel like this
okay,
is
that's fine.
SNL character.
I know, it was crazy. And I was like, no, it's fine. And he was like, it's so bad. You cannot let this touch your taste buds. And I was like, okay. He's
How
like,
do you do that?
And he said, if you've ever seen.
Where are your taste buds?
All over your tongue. What do you mean? Where? Is that a real question?
Well, I know they're on your tongue, but I'm just saying, how do you drink something without it touching your taste buds?
You don't. But then he said, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but if you've ever seen someone take a shot of an alcohol, like a tequila, if you watch how they do that.
Take a shot of alcohol?
Uh-huh.
Of alcohol?
Of alcohol. And then he said tequila, and you see how they do it. That's kind of what you want to do here. Try to imitate people you've seen do this. So first of all, he definitely assumes.
Like throw it back.
But also that it was so strange that he wasn't like, if you've ever done this. He was like, if you've ever seen someone do this, try to imitate what you've seen someone else do. Like, he was like, this woman has never touched alcohol in her life, is like what he had assumed. But I was like, okay, like, wow, this thing must taste like.
Have you ever watched Mad Men?
Like, it was.
Don't sip it like
right.
Mad Men. Throw it back
I don't know. But he was really, he would not stop talking about how it was
Lil
the
Jon.
worst, most horrendous thing. He was like, and then he gets up to leave and he's like, good luck drinking that. Like, good luck. And then he left, and then the nurse brings it in. And so now I'm like terrified. I'm like, is this going to taste like straight up diarrhea? Like, what is the deal?
What else could, it would have to taste like diarrhea for it to upset you that much.
And then she did the same thing. She was like, this tastes so bad. Do you have a chaser? Do you have it? I was like, I didn't bring a chaser with me to the urgent care. Like,
you didn't bring a mixer?
And so then she brings in a lollipop and a bottle of water. She's like, you're going to need this. You're going to need to suck on this right away. It's so horrendous. And I'm like,
when I go to urgent care, I always bring a margarita mix and cranberry juice.
A shot of orange juice.
Yeah, just in case.
So I drink it, and it's like literally like nothing. It's like there's barely anything.
5 mLs?
And I drink it. Yeah, probably 5 mLs.
Yeah.
I drink it, and it's not like I wouldn't like sip on it. It doesn't taste good, but it wasn't the worst thing. It wasn't horrible. It was just like, it was like maybe I would compare it to like maybe if you had an accidental taste or swig of like a nail polish or like hydrogen peroxide or something like
nail polish.
I've never had this.
What?
I'm just saying like it was
hydrogen peroxide.
I don't know. I'm just saying like it wasn't a good taste, but it wasn't
you
like.
You would drink those things by accident?
Never. I'm just saying that like that's what I would assume something like that might taste like. You know, like
it tasted like
Windex
that?
or I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't.
Stop. What?
So it wasn't good. It's not that it tasted good, but it
say
wasn't.
something people actually drink that tastes terrible. Don't.
Well, people can assume from scents, from the smells of these things.
You're making metaphors for things that people should not drink. Disclaimer. And have never drank it.
Of course, but I'm just saying that, like, okay, fine, maybe you would have had a crazy reaction to it, but the way that they were talking about it. No, I'm saying,
what did it taste like? That's not Windex.
It tasted like it tasted like the smell of nail polish or the smell of Windex or the smell of some kind of chemical that, it just tasted like.
Unnatural.
But it wasn't even that intense.
Chemically?
Like, I feel like those would have been way worse. Like, it wasn't that intense. It was just kind of like, it's kind of like, it was like alcohol. It tasted like a shot of alcohol or something. Like, you're like, that's kind of gross. Uh-huh. But it wasn't horrible. It was just like, oh yuck. But then you're like, fine.
It's like moonshine.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, But it was so weird how they built it up so much. Like it was like it was gonna taste like I was eating poop. Like that's how they acted like it was unbelievably grotesque. Like it's the most, this man is so great. And I'm so grateful for him that he's
a healer. Yeah.
But he is the most dramatic doctor I've ever met in my life. Is wild because, and I know he's doing his best and I'm so grateful for him, but like to I don't know. Am I sounding horrible right now? I think he's lovely, but like.
No, you're not sounding horrible.
To really freak out parents that bad as he did and try to like make us think that the worst case scenario was happening to our children. And then also in my scenario to be like, this is the worst thing you will ever put in your mouth for the history of time. I don't know how you're going to handle this. It's like so horrendous. And it was just kind of like, oh, it's not that great, but it wasn't like, it just was like, oh, okay, I'm taking medicine. Like I didn't even think of it.
I've never gone to like medical school, so I don't know like the coaching on like the psychological like speak that they're supposed to do to people to make them, I don't know.
Maybe it works because maybe now, because, maybe he's doing it right because, then everything seemed okay with
we want them to think the worst is going to happen.
So then they're impressed.
So then they're happy when it's not the worst. Because then when I drank
it, I was like,
and if it's the worst, well,
it wasn't bad
screw
at
it.
all. Whereas if they just handed it to me and had me drink it, I would have been like, oh, this tastes gross.
Yeah.
But since they warned me that it was the most horrendous thing I would ever put in my mouth, I was like, what?
He'd be a bad hostage negotiator. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, he's not good at talking people down. He's kind of talking to you. He's like,
he's trying to freak me out.
He's like, you should jump.
Yeah, he's like trying to freak people out.
Yeah.
But he is very sweet. But just, man.
Yeah.
He really likes to freak people out who go into urgent care.
Well, we know because we go to urgent care a lot.
That's what happens when you have kids, I guess, sometimes.
But,
yeah. Anyway, I thought it was interesting that the same man.
I know.
You know who I miss?
I drove in. You walked out like with a lollipop. I'm like, oh, they gave
me a lollipop.
They gave her a lollipop.
They said I had to have it.
She must have thrown a fit.
No, because they said I had to have it in order to survive drinking this one sip of steroid drink.
I know. It's just funny to like take your wife to the doctor and she come out with a lollipop.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
I was like, you're such a big girl.
I'm such a big girl.
Proud of you.
Thank you. Okay, lovely. Who needs to relax for you this week?
It's me.
Mario. What?
That was funny. That was really clever.
Was it?
That was a really good joke.
Was it? Are you tired?
Yeah, I'm very tired.
It wasn't a joke. Okay.
We don't have Green Chef right now, but if we did, I would cook it. Mm-hmm. But we don't. So I looked in our freezer, and in there was a lasagna that I thought about putting in the oven, but they take so long. Mm-hmm. Why do frozen lasagnas take so long?
Because they have to cook.
It's like put it in there for 2 hours.
Well,
is it that much more frozen than other frozen foods that
Yes.
are like put it in for 10 minutes?
Of course it is.
Why? Because of layers?
Think about it. Okay?
I've been thinking about it.
Okay. Like a pizza. Okay.
Uh-huh.
A frozen pizza. 20 minutes.
Thinner,
oven, right?
Yes.
Thinner, right?
Yeah.
So if you have a thin ice cube, it's going to melt a lot faster than a huge, thick
It's like it's
chunk.
just a big chunk of pasta
like a
ice.
Huge ice cube. Yeah.
Like
it's gonna take forever
meat,
to
cheese,
thaw.
pasta ice.
Yes.
Takes longer to thaw.
Way longer.
Longer to cook. Fine.
Of course.
But what made me mad was that I looked at the name on the package for so long that I was like, I'm not even going to cook this. Because I couldn't believe how lasagna was spelled.
With the G.
Can you spell lasagna?
I can try. I know I'll do it wrong, but I can try.
Because it doesn't make sense to my brain. And it confused me.
It's like L-A-S-A. It's like a G or an N.
Are you spelling or are you just saying letters?
I don't know. I know there's a G.
I think you just spelled it right.
I think it's
It's
L-A-S-A-G-N-A or something.
Yeah, lasagna.
Lasagna, yeah.
That made me mad. I don't know why.
It made you mad?
Well, it frustrated me. Like
Well,
a
it's Italian,
like
isn't
a
it?
toy would yes.
So maybe
Nothing's wrong with Italian, or it's a
they
beautiful
just have
language.
I mean, we definitely can't come for any other language for spelling things weird because American English we spell things real weird.
No, I know. I understand.
Don't we?
I just wanted it to be different, I think is what
Yeah, how do you want it to be spelled?
It like disappointed and frustrated me.
How do you want it to be spelled?
Lasagna. L-A Laz.
Wow.
Z.
Z, okay.
L-A-Z-A-N-H-A.
Lasagna?
Lasagna. Yeah.
Wait, why an H?
I don't know.
Lasagna?
It's like makes it like more fun.
Wouldn't it be a Y-A, lasagna?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, lasagna.
Remember when we were talking about names that would be pretty if it like wasn't the thing that it is? Mm-hmm. Lasagna.
We were talking about that, but never on the internet.
Oh, that was a TikTok thing.
It was. I know. I never posted it though. Yeah, there's this trend on TikTok where it's like you say, like, what would be a pretty baby name,
right,
if it didn't have the meaning that it does. So like some examples of this would be like chlamydia. Okay. Like, isn't that a pretty name?
But it's not a pretty name, so it's a bad
example. Oh, it's such a pretty name.
Chlamydia?
That's a gorgeous name.
No.
That's so pretty.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
You don't think so? Feral.
Feral would be cool. Yeah.
Isn't that a cool
name? It means
name?
like a wild animal.
Yeah, like I made a list. I wonder if I still have it on my phone.
Yeah, you made a list.
Oh, you don't want me to continue on with that?
No, continue on with it. But while you're looking,
those are good examples. What's another good example of like a weird name?
What did I say? What was the one I said?
Oh, you said a really good one.
I said one that was good.
It was
feces.
That was not it. Oh my God.
I can't remember.
That was not it at all. I had a whole list. Hold on. I actually want to.
Do we understand the premise? Like,
no, that's why I want to find a good one.
It would be a pretty name for a child.
That's why I want to.
If it didn't have the meaning that it had. Claritin.
That's a pretty name, right? Claritin.
Yeah.
Allergy. Is that kind of cute? I don't know. I had a whole list and I've deleted it somehow. Malaria. That's kind of pretty.
Pretty.
You know? I don't know. There's so many different names. You should look it up on TikTok. People have done this before where it's like they say names that they think are really pretty if they didn't have the meaning that they have, you know? So anyway, we're not talking about that though.
I saw
lasagna would be a good one.
You know, this reminded me. I saw like a viral thing that was like a viral whatever that was like, do parents nowadays not know that they're naming an actual human? Like this is a human that is going to have this name forever. Mm-hmm. Like stop naming your kid whatever.
I hate that, but okay.
You hate that?
I hate that. I've seen that too because I've seen it and it annoys me because I'm like, don't you understand that like back when they came up with the names that are so common now, like people thought those were crazy then? Like, do you know what I mean?
Like Beth was like insane.
I'm serious though. Like for real. Like
probably.
There was probably a time where they're like, Nicole, whoa, that's wild. And then it was just like, was popular. Stephanie, weird.
Jeremy.
You know, and then it got more popular.
Yeah.
And because people started naming their babies that. That's how names happen. Like, and once you name your kid something, then it's like their name, and then it's just them. And it's, so I don't like
maybe
that.
It has.
People are so dumb naming their kids something weird because
Fair point.
Imagine when they get older. I'm like, yeah, don't you realize that when you, like, what's an old person name in your opinion? Like, think of a name that you're like, yeah, I think of like an older person.
Our daughter's middle name. Are you thinking of it that long?
Joanne?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just like, is it an old person name? Yeah, I guess.
Oh, it looked like you were forgot.
No, I was just thinking like, it's not that common though. Like I think of like,
like what's it before? Beth.
Beth. Okay. You think Beth is like an old person name? I feel like when people were naming their babies Beth all at the same time.
Karen.
Like that was like, those were cool and trendy and new sounding names. And then they grew up, you know, like it's like, so then,
Mary.
So people saying like, oh my God, how weird. Like you're naming your kid like Willow or something, like, which I love the name Willow. It was like a big top contender for me. Like imagine an older lady named Willow. Like, okay, like there'll be a lot of Willows that age and then it'll be considered like an older person name at that point. I just don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. That's why I brought it up. But they just are who they are, aren't they? And then.
Right. But I don't know. I've seen that a few times. These TikToks are like, why are you guys naming
your
kids something unique? And I'm like, what? Why it doesn't affect you if what people name their kids? Like, why are you so offended that people are naming their kids things that old people are not named? So you want us to name our kids old people names that currently old people have, so that when they get older, they match people who are old now? Like, what a weird concept of a thing to be upset about. You know? Yeah. Anyway.
Band names are the same because it doesn't matter like what the band name was. Like it's just if they're a good person. Mm-hmm. And if they do good person things, then like their name is their name. Because like the Beatles, like what do you mean? You're gonna name your band the Beatles? Mm-hmm. Right. It's arguably the greatest. Rolling Stones. What do you mean? Mm-hmm. Like a rock was rolling?
I don't know. It
It doesn't make any sense until like the thing is what it is.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
I've seen those TikToks too. Anyway, it couldn't have been what you were about to say.
I think I started talking about lasagna.
You were talking about lasagna, and that's what needed to relax. Is just how
it's
needs
not.
spelled.
No, I just it was on my mind because I wanted to see if you could
Okay.
spell lasagna, and you did actually. You could tell
I'm
which
impressive
donut was
today,
which.
guys. I know the donuts. I know how
You're
to spell
spelling
lasagna.
My actual relax was bringing cups down from upstairs.
Oh, I'm sure you've done this before.
How many have I?
I feel like you have.
How many drinking cups do you think we own?
Drinking
Like
cups?
total, not anywhere in the house, just in total, everywhere. Like physical cups for water or other beverages. Do you think we own like
only
not coffee, not counting coffee, like water or other beverage
for adults
cups.
or including
for adults?
children?
For adults.
The only person who knows the answer to this is you because you have them all. Because I drink out of the same container every day.
I have them all.
I'm not kidding. I literally only drink out of my one big jug. Like,
Why
this
would
is
you
the
need
only thing I
anything
drink
else?
out of.
You could survive off that for years.
I love it. And you hoard all the rest of the cups in the house.
I don't hoard them like on purpose. I just don't want to bring them. I'm fine with bringing cups upstairs. It's just there's something I'm bumping on bringing cups
I know.
downstairs from upstairs.
Yeah, you don't do it.
Why can't they just stay up there?
Because then you can't wash them and put more beverage in them. That's the problem.
See, this is a problem.
Yeah. But you don't just leave them upstairs by the bed. They're everywhere, the cups.
Oh, everywhere. On the ground,
everywhere.
on bookshelves, on
They're
sinks,
everywhere.
on the ground by sinks, on bedside tables. Forget about it. Those aren't tables anymore. Those
They're
are
just
like
cup holders.
busboy like bins. Yeah.
Cup holders.
How do we fix this then?
You take them down to the kitchen.
But like not that. Like how do we brainstorm how to get these cups back downstairs without me physically having to take them?
I'm not doing it. I have my cup.
I'm not saying you do it. I'm just saying like is there a solution?
The only solution is you take them downstairs, Lovey.
I'm just saying we're two smart people.
I know, and I've
We
just
both
told
went
you
to-
the solution 100
went to
times.
colleges, you know? How do we get these cups downstairs?
I told
But like
ya.
it's not me taking them downstairs.
Then they just don't go.
Like a chute?
No, we're not building a
Remember when
chute.
you would
They're
go
for
to
glasses.
maybe you don't remember, but like when your mom would be like, I have to deposit a check. And she would take you to like a bank drive-through window where she would put a check in like a plastic tube. And then it would like suck. She would put the tube in the thing and it would like suck the check through the tube.
Certainly not.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I've seen those before, but I've never used them. I've never seen them
Really?
like human beings. I would never, in my wildest dreams, put a check in a sucky tube. Like I would never. Those are like I've lived paycheck to paycheck my whole life until my current career, and I cannot imagine a world where that one paycheck that was barely enough to cover all my things, I would put into a tube that like sucks into the sky.
I feel like I've just unlocked like a core childhood memory where like I'm in a car seat in the back of
in a car seat. You have memories from being in a car seat?
I'm in a car seat in a station wagon. There's wood paneling on the side of it, and we're at a bank. And there's like two lanes when you get to like the kind of like Chick-fil-A or whatever, you know, In and Out. When you get there, and there's like two lanes because they're so busy because they're so popular. But it's a bank, and there's the one where you can talk to the person, and then there's the side lane where you get the tube. And my mom is putting a check in tube, and then she sticks it in and closes it, and then it gets sucked away to where money goes. And that's probably why our banking system is such a mess right now.
That's why those tubing systems. I wonder if those still exist.
That's why that bank failed.
Like, I don't know.
Because of the tubes.
I don't know, Lovey.
So something like that to take the cups to the sink.
You're not going to build that. You can just take them downstairs.
Should I get like a busboy bin for the house?
It's called like buckets, trays. We have those things.
No, but like the big. We don't have like a busboy bin, you know.
Yeah, don't get one of those. Just take your cups down. Like, so I collect the baby bottles, you know, and kid cups upstairs.
I do too
and I
sometimes.
do have
Don't break your eyeballs widening them.
I didn't say anything.
But I do.
I did not say anything.
But I do.
Okay.
Sometimes. I've done it a few
I'm
times.
going to just keep talking. I have a bin that actually was the baby's bathing bucket when they were in the NICU.
I know, yeah.
And I keep that. That is always with the bottles, and that way I can, like, baby bottles and baby cups and sippy cups and whatever can all go into the bin that I take downstairs at the end of the night to wash, and they go back up with me the same night.
Yes.
So you could get yourself a little bucket.
I'm going to get a bucket.
Sounds
But then
good.
I have to carry the bucket.
Yeah. You're going to have to carry things. You're going to have to...
Then where do we keep the bucket?
Okay, Lovey, we're not spending a half hour talking about your cup addiction by the bed and you being too lazy to take them downstairs. I mean, we can if you want to keep talking about it. Is this what you want to keep discussing? We can.
We don't have to keep discussing it. I mean, you do messy things too. You have like your things.
Of course I do.
Just makeup everywhere or whatever. What I'm picking. No, what is it? I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to solve problems.
No, you're not, because there's a way to be better, and you're saying you won't do it.
Well, I guess what I'm saying, and maybe someone can relate, but why is it so easy to like, all right, I'm going to bed, I'm going to bring up this glass of water, but it's so hard to bring that glass of water back down. Like it's physically, like in the morning, I don't even want to look at it.
Yeah.
That glass of water that
I'm sorry, love.
that I drank half of or all of.
What
it's
a daily struggle you have. Brutal.
And there's straws in them sometimes, those plastic or metal straws.
I know. No
So
bueno.
heavy.
The straws are so heavy.
I don't know. It just seems like a lot. Yeah. How many cups do you think you can carry at once?
Depends on the type of cup. If you can stack it, are they glass? Are they plastic? Are they stackable?
No, I
are
don't
they
mean
tall?
stacking.
Are
I
they
mean
short?
like finger wise. Like you have to get a finger in
I'm not
each
putting my
cup.
fingers in cups. I think that's
What?
That's real gross.
How do you get them downstairs?
Put them in your arm, like you hold them, like.
Like a baby?
Well, I don't do this because I only have my one jug.
I think I can get 10.
Okay.
Like a cup for each finger.
How do you know you've never done it?
Try it. I mean, sometimes I do. Like once every 2 months I do. That's why we have cups sometimes.
Okay. Well, let's say thanks to our next sponsor.
Okay.
And you can ponder ways to get your cups downstairs. Our next sponsor is Way. Let's talk about how way cool they are. Spring has sprung. It is upon us. And it is time for a reset, y'all. It is time to let go of whatever is not serving you and making you feel your best so that you can have some growth and fanciness and feel good in this new season. And the best way to give your hair the reset it needs this spring is by getting into some scalp care. Healthy hair starts at the scalp, and Way's got the scalp care to help you let your hair down this season and get it looking stronger, fuller, and healthier. Feeling flaky? Hair looking dull? Way has a product to help you care from the top down to meet all of your hair care goals. Guys, we have been using Way products for a while now, and I have to say that I love their like anti-dandruff shampoo and conditioner. I have always struggled with dry and flaky scalp problems, and like literally my whole life I've struggled with this. I've tried all different types of anti-dandruff shampoos, and I genuinely love this product so much, and it smells lovely. Eric and I both use it. We have actually a few different shampoos and conditioners from Way that we keep in our showers, and we love them. And I feel like I have way less flakiness and dandruff problems and dry scalp issues ever since I've been using it. I'm stoked on it, and I recommend it. It's really wonderful. The anti-dandruff shampoo fights the flakes and it soothes your scalp. So you can stop the flaking on your plans this spring with Way's anti-dandruff shampoo, formulated with salicylic acid, I hope I said that right, and 100% clinically proven to gently soothe itchy, irritated scalps while keeping hair clean and soft. Detox shampoo gives your scalp and hair a reset. So if you want to try that one, it's pretty great. It's a concentrated shampoo that cleanses away product buildup, hard water deposits, dirt, oil, and more. And it's perfect for oiliness, unwanted shine, and flaky or dry scalp. I've used this one too. This one's wonderful. And then scalp serum, the scalp serum that they have, it balances and hydrates the scalp. You can upgrade your spring routine and drop Way every day. A daily scalp serum that can be used day or night with wet or dry hair, and it soothes irritation and keeps your hair stronger and fuller through a healthy, hydrated, balanced scalp. The way to healthy hair this season and beyond starts here. Go to theway.com, spelled THEOUAI.com, and use code RELAX for 15% off your entire purchase. That's THEOUAI.com, code RELAX.
You know, one thing, we know what was going to be my relax originally.
What?
Was the watching of Taylor Swift concert footage in this house.
What?
But then I thought
Ew.
that would like get an ill.
What's
Is that
wrong
an ick?
with you? Of course, that's a big ick. Being a man who's just like annoyed that a girl has something she likes.
No, but I've been watching it too.
Okay, I'm just
because
saying.
like it's everywhere. She's done one concert and
She's done 2 actually. She did 2 nights in Glendale,
it's the
Arizona.
same venue.
I don't know if she did another one tonight or if Vegas is tomorrow or tonight. I'm not sure. I haven't been online yet, but yeah. As we're listening to this, as far as I know, there's been 2, and I love it. It's making me so happy to see.
Why aren't you going?
I want to go, but I'm waiting to see what my schedule is for the rest of the year before I buy tickets to because
Are they
LA
available?
You can get them. They're really expensive.
Really?
But their tickets in LA are not for a long time, and I don't know what my tour schedule is going to be later if we're touring more, whatever. And so I have to wait until I know what the rest of my schedule is like before I can buy tickets. But I love seeing so many people make costumes and outfits and figure out what they're going to wear and do their hair and their makeup and their shoes and rhinestoning and crafting and whatever, all for this night. And they're just, I think it's beautiful. And then they're all these fans are like doing this thing where they're making friendship bracelets from the different eras, and they're like trading friendship bracelets with strangers. Are you serious?
He looks at me like I was the
it's
scum of the earth.
The Eras tour.
Right. I saw that, but like, what do you mean it's friendship bracelets from what different eras?
Like
eras
different albums, the different eras of Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay. That's what that means? I saw that she performed 44 songs at that concert.
Yeah.
I bring this up to say, if you go, can I come?
No, you don't deserve it. After how you've just treated me.
Treated you?
Saying that what needs
feeding
to relax.
Literally feeding you donuts.
What needs to relax is watching Taylor Swift clips as if it's something wrong with me for enjoying Taylor Swift.
Can you not see that I in that conversation said I've been watching them too, and also then was getting to a place where I was saying, can I go?
Anyone
the last time you went to Taylor Swift, you didn't bring me.
Anyone is welcome to see Taylor Swift.
Will you bring me this time?
Well, I wasn't in
charge
of the
last trip. What do you mean anyone is welcome?
Todrick was the one who brought me last time.
Uh-huh.
And so I wasn't in charge of whatever. I was also pregnant with Flynn when I went to last one.
I know.
Isn't that crazy? I was nauseous. But anyway.
It's been that long since she's toured. I know that information. It's been since 2018.
That was an incredible concert.
It has been since 20. I saw that in like a headline. It's been since 2018. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's preggers.
The year Flynn was born.
But yeah, I really want to go.
Can I go? Can I come?
If you are only allowed to go, if you go all in 100% happy, excited, want to have fun, you cannot make fun of me or anyone else there.
I will lose my... Can I say shit?
Sure.
I will lose my shit. I'll have so much fun. I'm
dead
asking to
serious.
go.
You can't make fun of anything.
I know it started as a joke, kind of making fun of you, but like the joke was that like I actually am not, and I actually want to go.
Because I'm obsessed with her newest album. I love her, and I know how much you we're so sick of hearing about Taylor Swift in this house because of me.
As a joke,
and you're making
to
fun
bust
of me for liking
chops
her and being sad.
I'm
I
just
wasn't at her
busting
concerts.
chops.
And so if you want to go, there's no making fun.
There's some sort of penance I have to pay
and enjoy. And love every second.
And I was so into it when, with the dances and whatever on TikTok that was happening and the funny things there. Like I'm involved. I feel like invested. And
have you watched the clip?
I want to go. I want to go.
Doesn't it look?
What
amazing?
do I have to do?
Doesn't it look so good? Her concert.
Yes. She dove into the stage. And everybody got scared.
So good.
They didn't see it coming. They didn't know what was happening. It was
her
scared.
Costumes.
They look a lot like yours, to be honest.
Real. They're so incredibly gorgeous.
I think she was inspired by your tour.
I'm inspired by her.
Dresses.
All I want to do is just have all her costumes. They're
you still not answered my question.
What's the question? What's the question?
What do I got to do?
I told you. You have to be 100% fully immersed.
How do I prove myself?
You have to make or buy an outfit that is a themed outfit.
From an era?
From an era or from a song, a music video, a time period, something Taylor Swift themed.
Okay.
Full on.
Okay.
And you have to listen to her discography. Well, did you hear I just said that word? Can we talk about it? Discography.
Discography, yeah.
You need to listen to all her music so you know it, so you can sing along with me and dance with me at the concert.
44 songs.
She has way more than 44 songs. And actually, there's 2 surprise songs every night. She's doing 2 songs that are different every single night for the entire run of the tour. And so you actually have to know all her songs because in order to know the 2, they're going to be surprised.
Okay.
So we need to just listen to Taylor Swift on repeat until we go.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I had.
You just need to be a little more. You can't only know Shake It Off.
I know Shake It
Say
Off.
go. I know you do. I'm saying you need to know more than just that song.
Okay. Quiz me.
Sing a singular song from...
Lavender Haze.
Sing it. Sing a song from
Lavender.
Sing a sentence from Lavender Haze.
I just want to stay in your... Does it stay? Sounds like it would rhyme. Lavender Haze. How does it start? Sing the first verse.
No, this is your job.
Lavender Haze, you start the song and
this is your... What? I know it.
I'm telling you, sing the first verse and then I'll like finish it. Or sing a line from Lavender Haze and I'll finish it. Or any Taylor Swift song.
Okay, hold on. Let me look up Taylor Swift songs. What?
Because you don't know.
No, I have to make sure you... Oh, come on, give me a break. I know all of Midnight's. I don't know all of Taylor's stuff, but I know all of this. Okay, so because it starts off with a "Meet Me at Midnight." Now do the part she sings. What comes next?
Meet me at midnight.
Are you gonna no? Okay.
Well, that's
Staring
not
at
words.
the ceiling with you. You don't know it at all.
Well, keep going. Let's just see if I can finish the line.
I just did. Staring at the ceiling with you.
Say more words.
Oh, you never say too much. And you don't really read into my... You don't know any of it, love. Don't pretend like you're going to know.
Well, it's not. It's lots of oohs and ahs.
I feel the lavender haze creeping over me.
Yeah.
So real.
See?
I'm...
Damned if you do, run a damn bum, but a bum.
There you go.
Yeah, see?
That's not the words, but that is noises.
She's kind of making you don't know the lyrics.
Yes, I do.
Some of my favorite songs of all time, I don't know the lyrics to.
This is a great lyric. I'm damned if I do give a damn what people say. That's an incredible line.
I know, but I'm just saying some of your favorite songs, like you don't know the lyrics to. You just know like that they're saying words in this fashion.
No, my favorite songs I know the words to.
I think it's hard to know words.
Isn't that such a good song? I'm damned if I do.
All right, so I failed that test. Give me another test.
No deal. The 1950s shit they want from me. I just want to stay in this lavender haze. The lyrics are she's so great.
What other?
Anyway, go on. What were you going to say after this? Because I saw a list you have over there of things you want to talk about. We're not going to just have you sit here and make fun of me for loving Miss Taylor.
You want to do coop chat? If we were going to do like a chicken segment on this podcast, coop chat.
What do you want to talk about?
Coop convos.
Why are we talking?
Coop convo?
Like we're going to talk about our chickens?
We'll just check in. They grow so much every week. Yeah. Just have like a...
Yeah, sure. What do you want to talk about?
Well, do you want to bring on applesauce as a
Well,
special
we can talk
guest?
about it. You like to laugh at me every night about these chicks because you can't believe how obsessed I am with them.
Colleen, I'm going to cancel you.
What do you mean?
I got the chickens. I
know,
built the
but
coop.
I'm just saying that, like,
I made the initiative, and then after I got them, you moved in, and you're like, I'm the mother hen, and then you're like, they're all my best friends, blah blah blah. But like,
but
you didn't even. You were like,
because I knew this would happen when you initially came to me about chickens. I was like, we can't do this because I know myself, and I knew this would happen. That I become
when we had silkworms.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
Well, the silkworms, okay. The silkworms is very controversial because I actually did not like the silkworms, but I refused to let animals or living creatures suffer in my presence.
Yeah,
so it's not that I loved the silkworms, it's that I couldn't resist making sure they were well taken care of, obviously, like, because I just can't do that.
Right.
And so with the chickens, I was like, oh no, I didn't really want them that bad because I knew that they're living creatures and living creatures are a lot of hard work.
And you want to do it right.
And I wanted to do it right. And so I knew it would take a lot of research and a lot of thought and a lot of prepping and a lot of planning.
But before this, you had no involvement. It was all me and Flynn.
Because I didn't
for
really,
weeks building a chicken coop outside, and then like talking to chicken, finding out when chicks would be available, and all this stuff. And then finally it happens, and you swoop in, mother hen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love them. They love them very much.
And they like you more than me now.
I love them, and applesauce is my homie. So our chickens are
The best.
applesauce, Big, Pullweed Big, but he goes by Big. She goes by Big.
I'll get applesauce while you tell me.
And we also have Pink, and we have Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous's name has changed often, but we just always go back to Miscellaneous because of how often her name changes. Now, when I said Erik laughs at me, he laughs at me because I analyze these chicks so much. I know every personality trait about them. I know everything about them. I talk about them a lot. And Erik, it's not he's laughing at me. He like giggles at how in depth I analyze and think about them. Hi, baby. Hello, my sweet. Hi. Hi. This is Applesauce. Applesauce is my homie.
Pink's going to come running over here because Pink is so protective.
Pink is very protective, but only of Applesauce. Pink's already headed over. Pink's like, what is going on? Where's Applesauce? Pink's literally coming out.
God.
Oh my God. So basically, Pink and Applesauce are a duo, and Big and Miscellaneous are kind of a duo. But Pink is obsessed with Applesauce, as she should be, because Applesauce is pretty incredible. And so Pink, if Applesauce does anything, Pink is right behind. Applesauce is the smallest. Pink is probably the biggest. And Pink is literally obsessed. Like, Pink just wants to be around Applesauce 24/7. Here's Pink. Say hi, Pink. So that was Pink. And Pink's always very concerned about Applesauce. If Applesauce jumps in my hand, Pink runs over to make sure Applesauce is okay. But they're besties. Applesauce is the most outgoing, is the most brave, is the silliest, and the sweetest. I love Applesauce so much. Pink just kind of follows suit with whatever Applesauce does. And then Big is kind of like the most, I don't know, Big's like the hardest for me to bond with. Big's like kind of not very nice.
He's not.
We say he, even though they're technically all
Which
girls.
makes sense because after that
They're supposed
Sex in the City
yeah, they're supposed
conversation,
yeah.
where you said you didn't like that character.
Yeah, I mean, he's fine, but it's, yeah. But Big is, so they're supposed to all be girls. We might end up having a boy, but we're hoping not. And then Miscellaneous is more shy, and it takes her longer to like warm up to come over to eat out of your hand or whatever. She's a little more skittish. But Big is like when you feed him out of your hand, like Big, the way Big pecks is so vicious.
Yeah.
Like all the other ones are like sweet little chickies, and Big like bites your skin and tries to rip it off. Like Big is like crazy. But anyway, Applesauce is my homie and my bestie. And
He's everyone's
so funny.
favorite. Yeah.
And Pink, and Pink is my second faves. Pink is a total sweeter, and I love how much Pink loves Applesauce.
It's cute to see him on your lap like this. We haven't done this
They're
before.
So sweet. Hi, babies. Yeah. So anyway, this is our coop check. Our coop
Combo.
Coop combo. They are still inside, and we're taking care of them inside.
How old are they, you think?
I think they're like 3.5 weeks.
Somewhere around
there. I'm not quite sure. They're probably going to poop on me any second. They poop a lot. And eventually they're going to go outside in their coop. But I do want to expand the coop a little bit more, because when the coop was built, we weren't sure how many chickens we were going to get, and we weren't sure what kind of chickens we were going to get. And so then once we did the research and everything, now we know we need to like upsize the coop a bit, huh, Lovey? So we're going to upsize the coop.
I just want to give them the world. Yeah, whatever they need.
So we got to upsize the coop a little bit. But look at how, if you're watching, you'll see Applesauce is kind of exploring, and Pink is just right behind. Pink is like, where are we going? What are you doing, Applesauce? Be smart. Where are we headed? But
this is
I'm
fun.
obsessed with them. Yeah.
Look at them on our laps.
They're so cute. But that's the episode, guys. That's it. That's all we got for you today. Thanks for listening. Oh, just pooped on me. Fully just pooped on me. Pink just pooped on me big time. I told you that would happen. There's a big old turd on my lap right now.
I don't know what to do. I'll get you a wipe.
But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I just got pooped on, so that's fun. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next week. Leave comments for us this week and let us know what you want us to discuss next week. Or else we're just going to end up talking about cups and donuts again, which maybe you want. I don't know. See you guys next time.
You can relax. Colleen and Erik have a podcast. The world is scary and we're locked in our home, but now we have big microphones, so you can relax. That's the name of our podcast.